Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a foundation review. I'm going to be reviewing the new Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation. If you guys are new to my channel, I do have combination skin, meaning I can get very oily, very dry, or have the perfect balance of both. However, I do tend to get very oily around my T-zone area, so my forehead, nose, and chin, and sometimes underneath my eyes where my enlarged pores are, because I do have enlarged pores, and I also have very sensitive skin. I also have some dark spots on my face due to sun damage. I am going to be doing an 8 to 12 hour wear test because that is the true test of how long wearing a foundation is and how good a foundation can hold up on one's skin. So if you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. It would mean the world to me, and give this video a big thumbs up. Also, I was supposed to do the giveaway video today, but I am still waiting on for an item, and I don't want to do the video with a missing item. So it is just slightly postponed. So if you guys are interested to see how this foundation performs on my very oily, dry, patchy combination skin, then please keep on watching. Okay you guys, so I got the shade Macchiato, which is in 400G to match my self tan, and I did order this online, so let's hope that this does match my skin tone. So this is what the bottle looks like. It seems as though it's packaged in a glass bottle, but it's not. It's in a plastic bottle. It's actually plexiglass, and it actually has a pump, which I absolutely love. It just makes things so much more easy to work with, less messy, definitely a little bit more sanitary than those other foundations without a pump. It does contain 1.18 fluid ounces, so you are getting a little bit more than your standard foundation, which is usually 1 fluid ounce. So the coverage is medium to full coverage with a satin, matte, or radiant finish, and it suits almost every skin type there basically is, which is dry, oily, combination, or normal. It does state that it is fade proof. It visibly smooths an even skin texture, diminishing the appearance of blemishes, scars, hyperpigmentation, and redness to create a flawless airbrush finish, enriched with argan oil and scintilla asiatica, both known for their hydrating properties. There's also 30 shades in total, so I think that's absolutely amazing, especially for Huda's first foundation line. There's literally a foundation for everyone. It also states if you wear it alone, you can get the full coverage, or for a more natural finish, blend it with the Huda Beauty Complexion Perfection Pre-Makeup Base Primer, which is sold separately. And it contains 1 fluid ounce and retails for $35. So this primer claims to visibly blur the appearance of pores and fine lines, smooths the skin for a fresher, longer lasting, and more flawless makeup look. It also benefits from dimethicone, known for its protecting and moisturizing properties, as well as rosehip oil, which is known to be very rich in antioxidants. So let's get to trying this out. So I'm only going to apply the primer to the left side of my face just to see how it performs, how it holds up, and if it makes any kind of difference. And I'm going to leave nothing on the right side of my face, just my regular skincare that's going to play as my protective barrier. So I'm only going to use half a pump. I'm also going to just use my brush on my left side primed face and my beauty blender on the right side where I have nothing on, just to see how the full coverage is going to turn out and the more natural satin finish. And I'm going to start applying just 1 pump on the back of my hand. It's a little drippy, so it does have a thick consistency to it. And I'm only going to take half of that pump, dot that on. And the brush I'm using is the Sigma Flat Kabuki in F80. So now I'm just going to take the rest of that half and begin to blend it out with my beauty blender. So it's definitely not as full coverage as I did blend it out with the brush. It does give it more of that satin finish. So just to even it out, I'm going to just put a half pump more. I can see it's not covering up my dark spots or any kind of redness I have. So now both of the sides of my face match. Overall, this foundation is full coverage. My face does still feel a bit tacky, so maybe the foundation does take a little bit of time to settle down. But I can tell I'm wearing foundation. It does still feel like a little heavy. And when I lift my eyebrows up, it feels a bit tight over there. But it does look smooth. It does look slightly airbrushed. My pores look pretty much okay. However, on the right side of my face where I didn't use the primer and I used the Beauty Blender to blend out the foundation, I could still see my dark spots peeking through. It isn't like 100% smooth, and I do have a dry patch over here where the foundation doesn't seem to be adhering to. Left side definitely does look a lot more smoother. The dark spots aren't fully covered. They also peek through, just not as strong as the right side of my face. So I'm going to zoom you guys in right now so you guys see how it looks up close. Okay, so this is how it looks super up close, so you guys have a better idea on how this looks realistically. So it does seem like it's creasing around my nose and smile lines. So my forehead seems a little bit okay, but it is picking up any kind of fine lines I may have over there. My pores seem pretty much okay. You can definitely still see my dark spots peeking through. So I am going to finish up my makeup real quick, blend out any kind of creases I have on my face, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just finished up my makeup. I applied concealer, setting powder. So far it looks pretty good. I'm going to zoom in for you guys right now and just show you the finished look. So it does look pretty good, a little better than before. There's still creasing on the sides of my nose as well as around my mouth. Just looks a bit smoother. Okay, you guys, so it is 9:58. I finished up about 20 minutes ago, so I'm going to call time at 9:30, and I will check back in with you guys in a few hours, and we will see how this foundation holds up on my very oily, dry, patchy, combination sensitive skin. Alright, you guys, so we are at that 10-hour mark. It is now 7:21. I ended about 9:30, and I am very, very oily right now. So I'm going to zoom you guys in so you guys have a look at this up close. So you do see a lot of this shininess going on. That is a lot of oil being produced right now. And the foundation seems like it did hold up. It just made my skin really oily. It's definitely not matte anymore. The foundation seemed to have faded for some reason around my chin as well as my jawline. And it looks like it also slightly faded around my nose. So it doesn't look that bad. I did expect it to look a bit better, a bit more airbrush, but for 10 hours, I really can't complain. However, I do have better foundations that just don't get me this ridiculously oily. I also don't really notice a huge difference when I use the primer, and I used it on the left side of my face. Overall, after the 10 hours, my whole entire face looks exactly the same. It didn't make it any more long wearing. Also, I did use a setting spray. For some reason, I don't know where that footage went. This always happens with my cameras, but I ended up spritzing my face with Scandinavia, which is the makeup finishing spray. And I love this along with MAC Fix Plus. They always work for me. So I think I am going to pass on this foundation. However, I am going to continue to test it out and try it with other primers, try it with more of a mattifying primer, see how it goes. Maybe if I wear it for a shorter period of time, that would be okay. But even at the very beginning when I wore the foundation, I started to crease immediately. So that is not a good sign. So quick disclaimer, just because it didn't really work for my skin type does not mean it won't work for you. I highly recommend testing it out. I definitely think it held up pretty well. This is just my opinion. This was my experience on how this foundation have worked for me. I am going to continue to test it out and see how it goes. So I think I'm going to end this video right here and get this makeup off my face, take a nice shower, and hit the bed. So if you guys want to see any kind of other foundation reviews and any foundations you guys are curious about, definitely let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And I can't wait to see you all in my next video. Bye!